Here's part 2 of my Laserdisc and VHS update for November 25th slash November 26th, 2017. So, anyways, guys, let's get started. Next up, Splash with Tom Hanks and Daryl Hannah and John Candy. Alan Bauer thought he'd never find the right woman. He was only half wrong. Even though this is one of the first films ever to be released by Touchstone Pictures, the reason why to get this because I'm an avid collector of a bunch of Touchstone releases, and this is a film directed by Ron Howard, by the way. Here's tape for the Vertical Ink label, and this was printed on February 29th, 1996. It was printed during Leap Day, by the way. And right now, I just checked the opening of this tape. This does have A's previews, unfortunately. Next up, Gung Ho, which is another film directed by Ron Howard, and this film stars Michael Keaton. Even though this is 1987 VHS, and this is my first and only Gulf Western tape that I ever bought. And here's tape with the Vertical Ink label. And this was printed on the 12th week of 1988. You know, this tape does have a print date. You know what all it has at the end. Next up, The Last Starfire, which movies I've already seen beforehand. Even though this is a 1995 reprint, believe it or not. It's a 1995 VHS. And the only fun fact about this tape, let me show you guys. This is a 2000 reprint, believe it or not. It has these universal stamps that are still underneath the MCA home video label, believe it or not. And this tape was printed on the 36th week of 2000. Even though this tape has been in the shrink wrap, I just got this as soon as I picked it up. Even though that does have a print date, you know it all has at the end to give you much proof. Next up, Nine Hill with Julia Roberts and Hugh Grant, and right now this is my third Universal Studios Special Edition VHS I just picked up. One of them is being Patch Adams with Robin Williams, and For Love of the Game, which was added to my personal collection. The best romantic comedy in years since CBS. And here's the bonus features, including Nine Hill features Hugh Grant's guide to movie making and some deleted scenes, and special features not rated. And here's tape with the sticker label, and there's a print date. There's a week and year code on the tape, which is printed on the 16th week of 2000. Even though it does have a week and year code, you know it all has at the end, believe it or not. Next, Under Siege 2, Dark Territory with Steven Seagal. a top secret nuclear satellite, a team of international terrorists, a government held hostage, an undetectable moving headquarters. Only one hero stands in the way. Even though I still do like Steven Seagal, why I picked this up from my entire collection. Even though it's a Warner Bros. Film co-produced by Regency Films. And even though this is a sequel to 1992 first original film, which means I'm going to be showing you that in a little bit. And here's tape with the vertical ink label. And as far as I can tell, it does have a print date. It was printed on August 16th, 2002. Next up, What Lies Beneath with Harrison Ford and Michelle Pfeiffer. He was the perfect husband until his one mistake followed him home. Even though this is a film directed by Robert Zemeckis, who also did the Back to the Future films, I'm still going to be hoping to get that sometime soon. But I've heard good things about these series of films. And right now it's the DreamWorks Pictures film, co-produced by 20th Century Fox and Image Movers Productions. Here's tape with the ink label, and the print date was blocked by this Holly Video end label. So I'm not going to be checking the print date. I'm not going to be pulling the Holly Video end label to check the print date. Otherwise, it'll probably take me like forever to check the print date on this VHS whatsoever. Next up, Big Daddy with Adam Sandler. Nature called, look who answered the friggin' door. And it's the 1999 VHS, believe it or not. And this film co-produced by Out of the Blue Entertainment. And here's tape with the sticker label, and there's no week in year code on this tape, believe it or not. Next up, and here's Clueless with Alicia Silverstone. Sex, clothes, popularity, and whatsoever. I mean, whatever. And this VHS includes a bonus music video, which is made by the band Supergrass, with their hit song "Alright" for the original soundtrack for the movie Clueless. And here's tape with the ink label, and this was printed on the 24th week in 1995. Even though that does have a week in year code, you know what it all has at the end to give you proof. And those next two are Rankin Bass Easter specials, which I'm going to be showing you in a little bit. And here's the first Easter rabbit, sung by Burl Ives. And I also I'm a huge fan of some of the Rankin Bass specials, so I went ahead and get this tape for the fun fact. And here's tape with the vertical ink for the vertical sticker label, and this was printed on February 4th, 2000. This was printed sometime 10 days before Valentine's Day, believe it or not. Next up, The East Bunny is Coming to Town, narrated and sung by Fred Astaire. Printed on February 28th, 1997. Next up, The Bourne Identity with Matt Damon. And right now, the reason, because I'd get this get this tape, even though I'm a huge fan of the Bourne film franchise. So I had got this from my Universal Studios VHS collection, believe it or not. Blockbuster date is August 18th, 2003. And this tape was printed on the 52nd week of 2002. Next up, Mercury Rising with Bruce Willis and Alec Baldwin. Someone Knows Too Much. And right now I'm still getting the Japanese Laserdisc release that film sometime soon. Plus, I got this from my Universal Studios VHS collection, believe it or not. And right now this is a 1998 film released by Universal Studios, co-produced by Imagine Entertainment. Since right now I replace this tape because it has a damaged film strip, believe it or not. You know, this first came out back in April of '98. Huh. This does have a week in year code, believe it or not, which was printed on the 13th week of 1999. Next up, Eyes Wide Shut with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman. There's one to get this tape because I'm a huge fan of some of Stanley Kubrick's film, and that's the reason why I'd get this from my collection. And here's tape with the vertical ink label. And this tape was printed on February 5th, 2000. This was printed just one day after my print date VHS of the first Easter Rabbit. Next up, Above the Law with Steven Seagal. Meet Nico. He's a cop with an attitude. The action sequences will knock you out of your seat, says Jeffrey Lyons of Sneak Previews. And here's tape with the vertical sticker label, and this was printed on February 10th, 1995. And here's the 4-year-old virgin with Steve Carell, and that was the reason why I get this tape because I'm a huge fan of this film. So I got this anyway from my Universal Studios VHS collection. And here's tape with the sticker label. And this tape does have black reels, believe it or not. Oh crap. But fell out. And this tape was printed on November 16th, 2005. Hold on. And here's Marked for Death with Steven Seagal, which is one of the movies I watched on cable back in the day. Plus, the reason why I get this because it was part of their 20th Century Fox VHS collection, which is part of their 20th Century Fox selections. And right now, this is a 1995 reprint, believe it or not. Hold on. And here's tape with the vertical sticker label. And this was printed on the 24th week of 1995. Even though this does have a print date, you know it all has at the end to give you proof. And here's Moscow on the Hudson with Robin Williams. Also like Robin Williams, when I got this from my Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment VHS collection. And right now, this is my first. This is my second RCA Columbia Pictures Home Entertainment VHS. So I just picked out recently. And here's the with the vertical sticker label, and this was printed on the 31st week of 1985. Hold on just a bit, I'm gonna get a drink while I'm trying to record. Let's continue. The last tape I showed you guys Moscow on Hudson. So let's continue with the next one is gonna be the Little Fox Vic award-winning animated feature. This is the new edited version. Meet the award-winning film star who captured the hearts of kids all over the world. And right now, this is my first Celebrity Just for Kids home entertainment tape. Even though it's a 1987 film, believe it or not. Okay, this tape does not have a print date and week and year code, believe it or not. Next up, Mr. Deeds with Adam Sandler and Winona Ryder. Don't let the fancy clothes fool you. Mr. Deeds screams fun and delivers non-stop laughs of Sean Edwards of Fox TV in Kansas City, Kansas. And right now, this is a Columbia Pictures film co-produced by New Line Cinema. Plus, I sold the DVD copy of it, so I went and picked up the VHS. Or to give you proof. A full rental from Hollywood Video. And this tape was printed on the 35th week of 2002. You know, it does have a print date. You know, it all has at the end. Oops. My bad. Next up, Fight Club with Brad Pitt and Edward Norton. It's film directed by David Fincher. When I got this for the 20th Century Fox premiere, this is a 20th Century Fox premiere series tape. And this is my first one that I just picked up recently. Mischief, Mayhem, Soap. I am still hoping to get the Japanese latest release of that film, so that was meant to be extremely rare for me. And right now, this is a 20th Century Fox film co-produced by Regency Films, and includes bonus footage behind the brawl, which is a making of, which is a short documentary, which is in the making of Fight Club. And here's tape with the vertical sticker label. And this tape was printed on the 39th week of 1999. And this comes in with promotional promo material. I'm going to be showing you guys in a little bit. I showed you guys on Fight Club, and right now I'm still hoping to get the latest release of Entrapment. I'm still hoping to get that sometime next month. Hold on. Next up, On Deadly Ground with Steven Seagal. And don't hate me for this, you guys. I'm a huge fan of some of his films. And even though this film has gotten some bad reviews, but I've heard bad things about this film, so I got this from my Warner Brothers VHS collection. And here's safe with the vertical sticker label. And it does have a print date, believe it or not, which is printed on August 15th, 1994. You know, this does have a print date. You know, it all has at the end. Oh my lord, I am so sorry. Put this. Okay. Okay, my tapes are about to fall out, so we'll probably get this done as soon as I get done recording this video. And let's move on. Here's Frantic with Harrison Ford. They've taken his wife, now he's taking action. A heart-stopping thriller in the Hitchcock style, says Pat Collins of WWROR-TV. And right now this is part of the adult action category, believe it or not. Here's tape with the vertical sticker label. And this does have a week and year code. I mean, this does have a print date, believe it or not, which is printed on August 2nd, 1992. Or probably there's another print date, believe it or not, which is printed on March 5th, 1996. Even though this does have two print dates, even though I don't know if it was recycled from believe it or not. And here's Spider-Man. The reason why to get this tape, even though I'm a huge fan of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So I got this tape from my Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment VHS collection. And here's tape with the vertical sticker label. And this tape was printed on This tape was printed on the 36th week of 2002. Even though this does have a week and year code, you know it all has at the end. And here's Dead Poets Society with Robin Williams. It's film directed by Peter Weir. When I got this from my Touchstone VHS collection, you know I really like this film, believe it or not. He was their inspiration. He made their lives extraordinary. And here's tape with the vertical sticker label. I mean, vertical ink label. My bad. I mean, not vertical ink. Vertical label. It does have a horizontal label. My bad. My mistake. And there's a print date, believe it or not. Printed on November 22nd, 1995. Even though it does have a print date, you know it all has at the end. And here's Three Man Little Lady with Tom Selleck, Steve Guttenberg, and Ted Danson. And this is the sequel to the 1987 first original film of Three Men and Little Baby, which I've watched it recently, but I'm still hoping to get a new copy of. I'm still hoping to get this movie sometime soon, believe it or not. It has the proof of purchase thing, which is on the bottom of the case itself. And here's tape with the vertical sticker label. And this tape was printed on January 30th, 1992. And right now this comes to have promo material. I'm going to be showing you guys in a little bit. I am still hoping to get the latest release of 101 Dalmatians, and one of the movies I haven't seen beforehand. Plus, I showed you guys, my last video, I should show you guys I picked up the latest release of Disney's Fantasia. I'm still hoping to get Dumbo on laser sometime soon because I also like the character designs for it. And alongside with the CV Disney Archive collection of the Three Caballeros on Laserdisc, believe it or not. I am still hoping to get the latest release of The Prince and the Pauper, which is part of their Walt Disney May Classics collection, which is alongside with the double feature of the short Peter and the Wolf. Huh. I showed you guys Three Man Little Baby, which I showed you guys in a little bit. I showed you guys Mr. Destiny on my last video as part of my VHS collection mid-2017 edition. And I'm still hoping to get Three Man Baby sometime in the near future. But and that's all about it for the promo material for this VHS. And here's the Ice Harvest with John Cusack, Billy Bob Thornton, and Connie Nelson. And this is one of the last films, one of the last Focus Features film ever first came out on VHS. And here's saved with the sticker label, and it does have a print date, believe it or not, which is printed on January 31st, 2006. And here's National Lampoon's European Vacation with Chevy Chase. Even though that I am a huge fan of the Vacation franchise, he's from the National Lampoon series. When I got this from my Warner Brothers VHS collection, just to give you proof. And here's tape with the vertical sticker label, and this does have a print date, believe it or not, printed on January 11th, 1996. And here's Lost in Translation with Bill Murray and Scarlett Johansson. And it's a film directed by Sofia Coppola, which is also the daughter of veteran director Francis Ford Coppola. And I've heard this is a good movie, so when I got this from my Universal Studios VHS tape, and even though this is a Focus Features film, believe it or not, and here's tape with the sticker label, and this tape was printed on the first week of 2005, and right now this film first came out in, but this is a 2004 VHS, believe it or not. And just to give you proof, this film first came out in October of 2003. That's why I gave you proof. And these next two are probably Rankin Bass on Christmas specials, because I am still hoping to get all of these sometime in the near future, believe it or not. And here's Frosty's Winter Wonderland, featuring the song Frosty's Snowman, which is told and sung by Andy Griffith, and this special stars Shelley Winter, the late Shelley Winters, and Dennis Day, Paul Frees, Jackie Vernon. Even though this tape has been in the shrink wrap when I got this as at Goodwill, and just to give you proof, and this tape does have a vertical sticker label, and it does have a print date of October 8th, 1992. You know this does have a print date, you know it all has at the end. Next up, Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July, and featuring the song Frosty the Snowman again, and stars Red Buttons, Ethel Merman, Mickey Rooney, Alan Suze, Jackie Verne, and Shelley Winters, and featuring the talents of Paul Frees. And I don't know which was this one was told by. And just to give you proof, believe it or not. And I've seen his special beforehand, but almost did like it, by the way. Even though that I'm a huge fan of the Rankin Bass Christmas specials, which is released by Warner Brothers. And here's tape with the vertical sticker label, believe it or not. And this tape was printed on June 10th, 1998. And here's tape I'm so hoping to get sometime in the near future, which some of the following tapes, including The First Christmas, Frosty's Wonderland, which I picked up recently, Jack Frost, The Leprechaun's Christmas Gold, The Life and Adventures of Santa Claus, The Little Drummer Boy Book 2, Nestor the Long-Eared Christmas Donkey, and Pinocchio's Christmas, which is one of my favorite Rankin Bass stop-motion Christmas specials, and Rudolph Chinese New Year, The Cindiest Man in Town, and 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, and The Year Without a Santa Claus, which I'm going to be showing you guys in a little bit. Next up, Out for Justice with Steven Seagal. He's a cop, it's a dirty job, but somebody's got to take out the garbage. And right now, this is a series tape which is part of their adult action category, since I've got this tape, believe it or not. And here's tape with the vertical sticker label. And this tape was printed on April 30th, 1995. And here's Under Siege with Steven Seagal. This is the 1992 first original film, since I've got the tape, believe it or not. And here's tape with the vertical sticker label. And this tape was printed on February 23rd, 1995. And here's Fire Down Below with Steven Seagal. And even though the slipcover is not the best condition, since I've got this tape, believe it or not. Hold on. Just a little bit. Damn it. Hold on. And here's tape with the vertical sticker label. And this tape was printed on September 7th, 1999. So I am still going to be getting rid of this tape sometime soon. And just to give you proof. And here's Shawshank Redemption with, put this alongside with a stack of tapes so it won't fall down. And here's Shawshank Redemption with Tim Robbins and Morgan Freeman. When I got this from my personal collection, even though I'm a huge fan of Stephen King films, when I did, however, got this from my Columbia TriStar home video collection, believe it or not. And right now it's the Columbia Pictures film co-produced by Castle Rock Entertainment. And right now this is based on the best-selling novella by Stephen King. And just to give you proof on this type of opportunity. And this tape was printed on October 13th, 1995. And here's A River Runs Through It, which is one of the movies I watched on the Sundance channel back in the day. And when I got this from my, it's a 1992 Columbia Pictures film, which stars Robert Redford and Brad Pitt. And here's tape with the sticker label. And this does have a week and year code, believe it or not, which is printed on the 8th week of 1993. Next up, The Wedding Singer with Adam Sandler. And this film co-stars Drew Barrymore. He's gonna party like it's 1985. And here's tape with the vertical sticker label. And this tape was printed on, let me think, November 5th, 1998. And here's Rush Hour with Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. The fastest hands in the East meet the biggest mouth in the West. The year's funniest action comedy. Also like Jackie Chan, and that's the reason why I get this tape from my New Line Homer 10 VHS collection, believe it or not. And here's tape with the sticker label, and this have a print date, printed on August 22nd, 1999. Next, The General's Daughter with John Travolta, and this film co-stars James Woods. Go Behind the Lies. And this is my 4th Paramount Pictures special edition tape, which is one of them is being Payback, Varsity Blues, and Save the Last Dance, which I've watched recently over the last couple days. I am still hoping to get the Laserdisc release sometime soon, but it meant to be extremely as rare as it possibly does. And here's the bonus features. I'm going to show you guys in a little bit. It includes a documentary, which is the making of featurette. It includes 4 deleted scenes, including alternate ending. And here's tape with the sticker label, and you notice the 2000 VHS, and this tape was printed on the 15th week of 2000. even though that does have a print date, you know what all, you know that does have a week in year code, you know what all it has at the end. Next up, The Sum of All Fears with Ben Affleck and Morgan Freeman. And right now, the reason why to get this tape, even though that I'm a huge fan of the Jack Ryan film franchise, and also had the first 3 films ever come out on Laserdisc, by the way. Plus, most of them they're still mostly in widescreen, believe it or not. And just to give you proof, and here's tape with the sticker label, and this tape was printed on the 17th week of 2003. And right now, I just checked the opening of this tape. That does have the 90th anniversary logo, believe it or not. Oh my lord, my hands are getting so tired. Let's continue. Here's Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Totally awesome. With this film co-stars Sean Penn and Judge Reinhold. And also the soundtrack on vinyl, believe it or not. And right now I've seen this movie beforehand. And I've seen this movie in theaters since it first came out. Even though it's a 1999 reprint, believe it or not. And here's tape with the sticker label. And this tape was printed on the 50th week in 1999. I just went ahead and checked the opening for this tape, and that does have the trailer for the American Pie, which I'm still hoping to get that sometime soon. We'll probably get the latest release that film, just to give you proof. And here's Midnight Run. This film co-stars Robert De Niro and Charles Grodin. Robert De Niro has to get the FBI off the case, the mob off his trail, and Charles Grodin off his back. And here's tape with the sticker label. And this is a form rental from Smays in Mesa, Arizona. And this tape was printed on the 6th week of 1989. And the only problem about this tape, you guys, look at this. Hold on. Look at the film strip. Because right now, this does have a manufacturing defect on it. So I would probably give this a watch sometime soon. And this tape will probably work fine because of the manufacturing defect for it. And just to give you proof. Next up, The Burbs with Tom Hanks. He's a stranger in even stranger land, suburbia. And right now, this is University's film co-produced by Imagine Entertainment. And right now it's the 1990 reprint, believe it or not. And here's tape with the sticker label. And right now that does have University stamps underneath the MC Home Video label. And this tape was printed on the 17th week of 2000. And right now it's the 2000 reprint, believe it or not. Next up, Mean Streets, and with Robert De Niro and Harvey Keitel, this is as part of their Warner Brothers Classics VHS, believe it or not. And right now I'm a huge fan of some of his films, so when I got this from my personal collection, from my Warner Brothers VHS collection, just to give you proof. And here's tape with the sticker label. And this tape was printed on March 9th, 1998. And here's the Mothman Prophecies. Okay, one of my first Screen Gems VHS. Believe it or not, this is my only tape that I just picked out recently. And right now this is with Richard Gere and Laura Linney. And this is a Screen Gems film co-produced by Lakeshore Entertainment. And here's the tape with the sticker label, and this tape was printed on the 16th week of 2002. Next up, the year with that Santa Claus, and this film co-stars this Rankin Bass special stars Mickey Rooney and Shirley Booth, who sings and narrates. And here's tape with the sticker label, and this tape was printed on August 29th, 1992. Next up, Out for a Kill with Steven Seagal. Out for Revenge, Out for Payback. And here's tape with the sticker label, and this tape was printed on the 47th week of 2003. And here's the Lara Croft Tomb Raider, The Career of Life. And the reason why I had to get this tape because I'm a huge fan of some of the Tomb Raider films with stars Angelina Jolie, which is a series of films released by Paramount. Plus, I am still not going to go see that new one because it was released by MGM United Artists. Because I'm a huge fan of some of the Tomb Raider films, which is a series of films released by Paramount. And just to give you proof, blockbuster date is January 4th, 2004. And here's tape with the sticker label, and try to check the print date. And this tape was printed on the 42nd week, 2003. And here's the widescreen edition of Face Off with John Travolta and Nicolas Cage. And I've seen the DVD for it. I got rid of the DVD, so I went ahead and picked up the VHS. I'm still hoping to get the latest release sometime soon. And right now, this is one of my favorite action-adventure films ever made. And right now, this is a film released overseas by Touchstone Pictures. And just to give you proof, believe it or not. And here's tape with the sticker label, and there's a week and year code on this tape, which is printed on the 24th week of 1998. And here's Star Wars Episode 2, Attack the Clones. And because the reason why I had to get this tape, because I'm a huge fan of Star Wars, so I got this from my 20th Century Fox VHS collection. Plus, they're releasing a new Star Wars sequel coming out sometime next month. Even though it's a THX certified tape, just to give you proof. And here's Dodgeball, a true underdog story with Vince Vaughn and Ben Stiller. Even though I'm a huge fan of this film, when I got this from my 20th Century Fox VHS collection. from rental from an unknown video store. And here's the tape with the sticker label, and the print date was ruined despite having this thing blocked. Here's the last tape for this Laserdisc and VHS update is Anger Management with Adam Sandler and Jack Nicholson. And right now this is a Columbia Pictures film co-produced by Revolution Studios, and there's a blockbuster date is February 6, 2005. And here's tape with the sticker label, and this was printed on the 33rd week of 2003. And that's it for my Laserdisc and VHS update. So anyways guys, until next time.